بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله أصحابه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Once again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For the purpose of the recording, we'll just allow for some questions on lesson 13 before we conclude, as we'd like to move to lesson 14, inshallah. We only have a few lessons remaining for module 2. As you have seen, we have announced we'll be starting module 1 and module 2 again in September. So what we want to do is finish the lessons, allow for any cover any knowledge gaps that we have before we prepare for the new courses, inshallah. So with that, let's jump into today's lesson. I know in our last lesson was technical training, but before that, we tried to finish lesson 13. And we got the impression there was a few questions. So the floor is open to our students. Was there anything particular around Ismul Mushtaq that students had questions on? Any clarifications, any confusion? We would like to close this and we don't want to repeat, hence this is the opportunity. I think we spent maybe 2-3 lessons on this, if I remember correctly.
2.
Mahmoud, did you want to ask questions to the students?
Yes, please. My first question is, can you explain Shibufel to me? I'm your student. And I would like to ask this question to okay, from the list. If I could ask that to Brother Muhammad, please. Can you explain what Shibufel is? Give it a try. I'll help. Brother Sadiq will help as well, inshallah.
Didn't actually look at this properly, so I think I'll give it a miss.
No worry. I will get this answer from you, inshallah. Do you remember the meaning of the word shabbaha?
Yeah, shabbihu.
Yeah, well, shabbaha means?
Similarity.
Similarity. So shibhu means something is similar to it. Shibhu. Yeah. So it means similar to shibhu fe'el. Like fe'el.
Like the field, yeah.
Even from the meaning, we must understand it is not a fail, but acts like a
field.
So can you explain the shibhu fail to us again once more, inshallah?
Shibhu field. It's acts like a shibhu field, but it's not a field. It's a masdar. But it acts like a field.
It acts like a field.
Yes.
Shibhu fail itself will be an ism. That's why this question comes that it will act like a fail. It's not just masdar only. It could be other specific ism as well. Okay. Any example for that? One example we discussed a few times. Other can participate on that. Can you give us an example of a shibu fail? It is an ism, but is acting like a fail. Very common surah. Yes.
Allahu alamu bima ta'amalun. Alamu is an ism, but it is acting like a shibu fail.
Everybody agrees with that? Any other suggestion or any other example?
أو إطعام Oh,
Easy one, simple one, like the first one, mashallah. Because let us just explain the example you said, or you can explain. Alamu is an ism
Ism.
mustaq. Which one?
Alamu.
Number 5.
Ism tabdil.
Yes, correct. It's a 5. Fail, file, zarf, ala, tafdil, mushabbaha, mubalagha. So it's number 5. Ism tafdil, mashallah. Ism tafdil, is it an ism, Brother Muhammad? But Allahu a'lamu. Allah, what the meaning do we say? Allah knows most. It's an ism, but we are giving the meaning like a fail, verb, action. That is Shibu fail, mashallah. Surah Kafirun, Brother Muhammad, think about it.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
good. Tell me. Tell us.
Yeah, you are kafirun. Yeah. You
There.
want me to say? Kafirun?
Which particular word is an ism by grammar, but it is giving a meaning of fail here. Keep reading. Start reading, inshallah. Surah.
La abudu.
La abudu is a fail itself, so it's not a shibu fail, but there are others here. If you start reading from the beginning. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Yeah. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما
Stop here.
Yeah, ولا أنتم عابدون is.
Okay, which one is doing what?
ولا أنتم عابدون, and you do not worship what I
Okay.
worship.
Which word out of this acting like a fail here?
عابدون.
Abiduna is an ism, ismu fa'il. But the
Yeah.
meaning comes out of that is?
It's a noun, yeah.
It's
Those
a
who
noun,
worship.
but it's a meaning is?
Those who
Worship.
worship.
La antum abiduna, you do not worship. Okay? Okay, good. Remember, Shibu fail is very interesting and it will be needed, my brothers and sisters. Easily you will pick up, inshallah, when you go to Quran. So Shibu fail was the first one. MashaAllah, I hope everybody else got the message here clearly. What do we explain?
Are there any markers that we can identify Shibu fail from by the face itself? Or do we have to go to the meaning?
Meaning, sister, because face could be anything. Any ism, all these plus others. No, by face there's no hint, no tips here. But it should be easy, inshallah. You'll see. As soon as we start reading, we'll find 1, 2, 3, and then you will find more and more and more, inshallah. Okay, next question to you is, everybody else got the Shibu fail. You will not forget, right? Ustaz Sadiq, check with others, please. Yeah.
No one confused about question or Shibu fail in general? I think most people engaged in that discussion, Dr. Mahmoud. There's only a few students today.
MashaAllah, okay, good. Now the next question is, as you know, we are talking about Ismul Mustaq, 7 Ismul Mustaq coming out of Masdar. Okay, Masdar. Now, we will not be able to find Masdars as such because Masdar is its origin, but as soon as it is derived, it will take a different role. We will find it in that role. And what are these roles, common roles, we will see in Quran, which originally was coming from a Masdar. But we will not see Masdar, we will see like Fa'il, for example, but what different forms you will see the Masdars. I've asked the question slightly differently than usual, but I still need the answer from you. You will not see them as Masdar, but you will see them in other forms. And what are they? You know the answer.
Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, Ustad, file maful.
Yeah, اسمه المشتق.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give the name straight away, 7.
Yeah.
Everybody make sure you know these 7 in order, in this order, please.
File maful zarf ala sifat.
Tafdil.
File
Tafdil.
maful zarf ala
Tafdil.
sifat tafdil. Sifat
Mushabbah.
mushabbaha and ismu mubalag.
مبالغة.
Mubalaga. And make sure the proper name we will be using. Don't just say mubalaga, don't just say mushabbaha because it's a sifat mushabbaha. Ismul fa'il, maful, like that, inshallah. So very good, that is done. And from Masdar, it's probably not mentioned in the lesson, and we haven't highlighted it that much. So we know 7 Ismul Mushtaqs are derived from Masdar. Before we leave this lesson, brothers and sisters, respectfully I'm asking you to remember this, what I'm going to tell you now. Verbs also derive from Masdar. In other words, you are going further, inshallah, you will be talking like other senior students across, and you will agree that the origin, the source of words are Masdar. You know, we started learning from the beginning that Masdar has derived from verb, as you know. We have 9 keys, okay? Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur, La Tunsur, and then Nasirun, Mansurun, Nasrun. You remember Masdar?
Yeah, yeah.
And form 2, form 3, form 4, same. As if we learned it like it has a, but we'll maintain that. That is absolutely right and correct, and we have to maintain this. But in our mind from now on, when you go to Balagha and all other senior advanced levels, we will discover that, in fact, as it is said by scholars, experts, so you bear in mind here that not only 7 Ismul Mushtaqs, ism come out of Masdar, verbs also come out of Masdar. Okay, that's point number 1. Point number, there are 3 things I have to just ask you to remember. What do you mean by Sigaye Sifat in relation to Ismul Mushtaq? Quick.
Sigai Sifat, because all these seven of them will have some element of, 6 of them will have some element of Sifat.
MashaAllah.
Except the Ismul Ala.
And sorry?
Ismul Zarf.
Sorry, sister.
No, Ismul Zarf will also have some element of Sifat.
Officially, commonly or rarely, all of them are considered to be Sigai Sifat. Just bear that in mind, because almost all of them have some elements of description. All of them has got more information than normal, almost, okay? So how that works, we'll see them in depth in future. But for now, Sigai Sifat, remember, and can somebody tell me in the Surah Quraysh, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Li ilafi Quraysh, ilafihim rihlatash shita'i was-sayf. Here, Brother Sadiq can bring that on the screen. Can somebody explain here Why did you bring this? And obviously you can see there is a Shibu fail element here. Okay. And can somebody tell me where is the Shibu fail? How is it working, etc.? Whatever you know about this.
I had a doubt about this example. I didn't know if it was Rehlatan or Ilafi, because
What
you
is-
explained Ilafi.
what is your answer?
Either Ilafi or Rehlatan.
Rihlatash, I think.
Okay. Other answers? Let's just clarify. Let's throw our ideas at this stage and we'll finalize it. Any other suggestion? One suggestion is Ilafihim, Ishibu fail. Another suggestion is Rihlata. We'll clarify that now. But any other suggestion? Let's just respond to this now. Rihlata. What form is it? Rihlata is in mansub form. It's in ism, it's in mansub form. And it is actually maful bihi. It's a maful. Ilafihim. Okay? Ilafihim. Rihlata. Their convenience, their security. Rihlata. The journey. Ashitai during winter and during summer. Rihlata is a maful here. So if there is a maful, of course there should be a fi'il there. If fi'il is not there, there should be a shibu fi'il here. And if a shibu fi'il is not there, then we will say grammatically the fi'il or shibu fi'il is mahzuf here. But there is a shibu fi'il. Which one is that? Okay, look at this. We have to know this form. Okay, I have to just show this. Ustad, I will just take the screen over for
No problem.
and try to remember, because I'm just highlighting this so that you remember this all the time. This is special. If you mention it in a large class, in another group somewhere, by chance, if you mention it, share it, people will really appreciate, inshallah. So,
An advanced glimpse of module 3.
inshallah. Okay. Let's look at this first word. This ilafi and this ilafi is same. Okay. Now, alif, lam, fa, mad, letter. They form the verb. Few forms. Alifa, alifa, ya'lafu. Then ulfakun. This is the masdar. Alifa, yalfaku, ulfakun, ulfakun. From this is the masdar. There's another form 2, allafa. Allafa, yuwallifu, talifun. Talifun. This is the sallama yusallimu, taslimun form. Okay? So you have seen the masdar ulfakun from alifa, from allafa, masdar is talifun. Now another one is alafa, double hamza. Alafa, full letter, form 4. Alafa yulifu, ilafun, ilafun. This is the masdar. Okay, from this alphabetically it comes like a iya. When it is ilafun, this hamza with sukun will become iya, ilafun. So what happens here? Ilafun is playing the role of a mudafir. Then gone. Then mudafir, because it's a badal of this. Okay, so it is taking the kasra at the same time. Ilafihim. Okay, ilafihim. So there is a masdar here and mudaf ilayh, but masdar is interesting. With the mudaf, as mudaf it cannot play as shibu fail, but as masdar it can play the role of a shibu fail, because all the verbs and all the ismul mushtaq, they derive from masdar. Masdar is all about action. When we talk about masdar, action is built in there. So masdar can be shibu fail. That's the point here. So instead of no fail in this sentence, in these two ayah, and no other shibu fail, the only option we have left to it is ilafi. This is the shibu fail. So if this acts with as a fail, our grammatical purpose problem is solved. Okay, there is not a lot to talk on this. Just remember Surah Quraysh, ilafihim rihlata shita'i. There is a problem there, and the solution is that shibu fail ilafun will act like a shibu fail there. Masdar shibu ilafun will act like a shibu fail, and that solves the grammatical dilemma there. Is that okay?
So, Ustad, this is just masdar and it doesn't belong to the ismul mushtaq. It is pure masdar itself.
It is pure masdar, but all ismul mushtaqs are masdar, so yes. Either way. Okay? So in other words, we're trying to expose masdar as a very broad entity now, because everything has come out of the parent. So parent obviously is those as well which the children are performing. So it does also contain some authority like that. That is the beauty here. Okay, there may be other interpretation of this particular ayah grammar, but this I found very, very interesting, and this is relevant for our moving forward.
I would, just for context to the students, why there needs to be a shibu fail, because this is a jumlat al-fi'liya. So as we have taught you, there's depending on type of sentence, whether it's jumlat al-ismiya, jumlat al-fi'liya, etc., there's certain components that need to be there. So this is where Dr. Mahmoud is saying this is taking the position of the fi'l, shibu fi'l.
Absolutely.
Just for clarification, in case any students weren't sure.
If it was not a maful here, we would not have this discussion. We would go into another direction, because you cannot ignore a word in the middle of a sentence. This is what we are getting into, inshallah. So it's not us doing it. This is coming from the top scholars.
So I'm a little confused. Are we going to say this is jumlatul ismiya or jumlatul fi'liya when it is ilafihim?
Although you have got ism in the beginning, but then a maful. This is a very complex and unique kind of situation. We don't see this often. Now, maful in the middle, being in the middle, that is causing problem, because we this one we cannot say anything to this if we don't discuss it the way we just did. We cannot ignore it either. So we have to find a way. So maful is taken into account, connected to something, then it is addressed completely. Ilafihim, I mean, I'm slightly, just really advanced discussion we're having. It's a debate we are having. Any ism coming in the beginning should be considered as jumlatul ismiya, of course. But this is a special situation, because Rihlata came just without any back and front attached connection with this. We have to deal with this, so we have to now backwardly to relate this rihlata with something, and only option is ilafin, then everything is solved. Okay, we wouldn't go into debate here, but
if we Ustad, if we consider this as a Jumlatul Ismiya,
Hmm.
what could we call Rahlata then?
That's the
Rihlata.
problem. You
That's the
cannot call
problem.
anything Rihlata. Maful in the middle. That's why we have to take this direction. But I'm reluctant to call it either Jumlatul Fi'liya, because Jumlatul Fi'liya, fi'l has to be start at the beginning. It is classified.
So, as Dr. Umar was saying, is solved by the shibu fi'l.
It's solved
So
by the-
if this is
Yeah,
if we have a
it's-
shibu fi'l, then fi'l, fa'il, maf'ul, problem
yeah,
solved.
that is Jumlatul Fi'liya. But in order to really establish that and having a discussion, there will be a lot of argument in favor and against. So we are not going into that. But as you noticed, Brother Sadiq mentioned, and I explained why other grammar experts have clarified it in this way, and that makes sense. Shibu fail, we cannot. If it is Jumlatul Ismiya, Rihlata will be hanging in the middle, and it is not a Muta'alliq, it's not a Jar Majrur. We cannot connect it with anything. So we have to find a connection. We found a connection, possible connection. Masdar is there, and it is acting like a Shibu fail. It means fail. So in that way, it is Jumlatul Fi'liya, but don't talk too much about this. Because how can it be Ism in the beginning? How can you say? No. Let's move forward, okay? Inshallah. I hope it helps. And this is something not everybody will understand even. Okay. Shall we move forward?
Let's go back to the lesson, inshallah.
Okay.
Yes.
Inshallah. Right. So these were a few challenging points. Alhamdulillah. I hope you will remember that the patterns of these different Ismul Mushtaq. I'm sure by now you are pretty good on it. Ustad Sadiq, you can take it over, and let's just ask them if you can cover them and ask them for the patterns quickly, please.
Okay, inshallah. We shall message you.
Randomly. Okay, Ustad,
Make sure. Yes.
do you mind if I use my screen and just do it slightly differently? Because
No
to
compromise whatsoever.
catch them, if you go in order from top to bottom and all this, brain is
Yeah.
programmed for that. But sometimes if you just juggle backward, forward, the brain gets a bit more attentive, inshallah. So let me, same thing I'll be doing. I will be asking them, okay, I will not show the screen. If I don't show the screen.
You can ask them without showing.
So you cannot see my screen, right?
No, you're not sharing at the moment.
Okay. If I say maf'alun, maf'alun, can you give me an example of this? Can you tell me what this pattern belongs to which Ismul Mushtaq? Maf'alun. I think it's a good question.
Ismi Ala.
Very good, but we need more answers.
Anyone else?
Maf'alun. Yeah, throw your answers, please. Don't hesitate.
Can I give them a clue?
No, it is
not yet.
Ismu Zarf.
Ismu Zarf, yeah. I changed my answer.
Makhrajun.
مخرج
Matba'un.
طبق
Yeah, matba'un.
Now you're looking at
مطبخ
it. Now in your script you found the word, so you're now looking at other examples. Okay, good. No worry. So
Next one is mif'alun.
okay. Okay, having the script, it's okay. Now tell me, fa'ilun.
Fa'ilun. Fa'ilun, yeah? Fa'ilun is mushabbah.
Mushabbaha.
Very good. Any more answer?
Kareemun, like.
Kariman, Rahiman.
Yeah,
Any
that would
other?
be mubalagha.
The
Ah,
answer,
Both
answer,
mushabbaha.
answer is two answers, right?
Yeah.
The mushabbaha and
Mubaligha.
Balagha.
how they differentiate in meaning?
In context.
Tell me context, please.
what are the difference in their meanings?
Meanings.
Yeah, resemblance, like, because mushabbaha is longevity and durations, and ismu mubalagha is hyperbolic intensity.
But do you understand this from your heart?
Yeah, I think so.
Sifat mushabbaha and ismul mubalagha.
Yeah, I think so, because
one is time bound, the other one is intensity bound.
Intensity.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Now tell me, maf'alun, there is another pattern in that group. And what is that? Without looking at this, if you can, use your brain.
Mafalun and maf'ilun.
Maf'ilun, example?
Masjidun.
So that is ismul ala, right?
Yeah.
If miftahun.
Masjidin will be ism zarf.
Isme zaman makan.
Okay, Ustaz Sadiq, help me, because I'm getting miftahun example and also other examples. It's not
so.
Maf'ilun is like mashriq and maghrib, like that.
No.
Yeah, you said maf'ilun, but that's not ismul ala.
Maf'alun we heard.
Yeah,
maf'alun
is not ismul ala.
I want example.
Maf'ilun is mashriq, isn't it?
No.
Fully. Maf'ilun, then
you asked for maf'alun, yeah? Zarf.
Maf'ilun, Sister Lubna. Maf'ilun, you said masjid. No, it's not correct answer.
No, mashriq. I said mashriq. Mashriq.
Then it's still not answer. You see, you're a grammar student. You will say mashrikun, masjidun.
Mashrikun, yeah.
Hold on. Excuse me. What's the question? Maf'alun.
No,
what is the question?
No.
Ilun was the question.
Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Anyway, let me finish this. I said maf'alun, you gave example, you said it's zarf, and then I said, what is the other pattern? Listen to the question always, please. Read the question before you answer. And the next pattern was, I said maf'ilun. So the correct answer is, it is still ismu zarf and masjidun, mashrikun, maghribun. Grammar student, is the last haraka we have to use. Otherwise, you'll not be a good grammar student. You'll not be good grammar teacher even in future. Okay? So that's fine. Okay, now the next question is, who can tell me an example of, ready?
Yes.
You are ready.
Students, respond, please.
We didn't hear the question. Could you repeat?
Correct.
He asked, are you ready? That's the question.
Inshallah, yes.
Inshallah.
Fa'ilun. 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 Fa'ilun.
Fa'ilun.
Fa'ilun.
Okay.
Ismul fa'il.
Okay.
No, I think
any other? Don't say no. You just, if you.
I think it's saying fa'ilun, no?
Fa'ilun, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a sukun next to that?
Yeah.
Fa'ilun. There's no sukun there.
Oh, you said fa'ilun. Is that what you said?
1 second. I'll just quickly answer this poll. 1 second. Hello, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, let me see if I can bring up a whiteboard.
Yeah, you can. There is a whiteboard there. Yeah. There you go. There's a whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he said fa'ilun. So
Dr. Mahmoud, you can write on it.
No, it's
He's just taking a call, so
mhm.
fa'ilun.
as soon as Dr. Mahmoud's back, we can. Yeah, it was fa'ilun, if I heard correctly.
Was it
Is the word.
fa'ilun? Ismu fa'il. Was it ismu fa'il?
I thought so, but he said no because then he gave a jerk after fa. So I don't know, it is fa'ilun or fa'ilun.
There is fa'alu, then it's fa'ilun, which is ismul mubalaka. I don't know which one he's talking about.
Yeah.
Sifat mushabbaha as well. Fa'ilun, right?
Yes, that's right. Fa'ilun, sifat mushabbaha.
Yes. Fa'ilun. So the yeah sound would be a little longer there. Fa'ilun.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So Dr. Mahmoud, I put a whiteboard so you can write on it if you want.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
On your screen, I can.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so simple. Who is writing?
And others not right, please.
Others don't write, please.
Oh, sorry.
Tell me quickly.
Someone writing.
Fa'ilun.
That's fa'ilun. That's
Tell
first
me
one.
which
Fa'il.
form it falls into. Any
Rahim.
example similar, please.
Rahiman.
I disagree.
Okay.
If it is ismul fa'il rahimun, that will be rahimun. And if it is mushabba mubalaga, that will be rahimun. This is not that. Please.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that. Okay.
Tell me.
Fa'ilun.
We cannot match that with anything because what similar thing we have, there is a ya element.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas, malikin nas, maliki. That is this. Malikun. Malikun. Malikun plus an-nas, malikun. Malikin nas. Malikun. This is malikun. The second one. Well, Surah Fatiha at the beginning, Maliki Yawmiddin, that's another one, okay? But this one is Malikun. Clear?
No.
Oh, is it isme mubaligha?
This is Sifat Mushabbaha. If you see on the chart, it is
Malikun is in mubaligha.
Okay, Dr. Mahmoud.
One second. First of all, look at Sifat Mushabbaha, and it is there.
Yes, but
it's mubalagha, I think, Dr. Mahmoud.
No, Sifat Mushabbaha as
mubalagha.
well as it can be on mubalagha. That's the point.
Okay.
One by one, okay?
Okay.
First, understand that it is a mushabbaha. Then look at this. Possibly it will be in the mubalagha as well. Mubalagha, it is there. Malikun, mubalagha. But the pattern, look at the pattern on Sifat Mushabbaha. This type of word will be on both. You understand?
Yeah, but
one is intensity, one is all the time. But for your knowledge, brothers and sisters, can you see how these work? How it will show up here and there. All these little one, Brother Sadi, if you could now show the screen.
Okay,
Show the
inshallah. Let
screen,
me-
bring the Sifat Mushabbaha or patterns, please.
فعيل لازم أفعل.
Okay. On your own, because this is such a rich content and also such an important topic, I would suggest, these patterns under Sifat Mushabbaha, can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? This is not exclusive. There are more as well. But at least if you are good in identifying them, it will be very helpful. So take your own time in future, in the next 6 months, 12 months, spend some time on it. When you read Quran, you see something like this, stop and come and look for the pattern here, then you would be able to interpret it better. That's the point. Okay?
Okay.
But you got it, yeah? Okay. Because just fa'alun, sifat mushabbaha, this is also available in form 1 as well. Okay? Nasara, nasrun. Fa'ala, fa'alun, form 1. But it is on sifat mushabbaha as well. So if you see similar something, looking at the context, you will be able to even translate it as if it's a long-lasting, it's always, it's permanent, something like that. So this is the purpose of bringing all this within this chapter. So everything is here. You need to come back. I have been going back time to time, and it makes a difference. When you see and you know it's tabdil, it makes it different. Okay? So I think, Ustad, we have done well on that. And don't forget, tafdil, there are 2 patterns.
The meeting was disconnected for some time.
Now or before?
I think I've been hearing it fine, Isha. I think it might be yourself, just yourself, sister.
Okay.
Put the recording, inshallah, for the bit you missed.
Inshallah. So I was saying that the patterns for Ismu Tafdil is af'alu, fu'ula, look for it for a while. Okay. And for your information, if I could show you again, what is it? Yeah, Ustad, can you just show the Ismu Tafdil again? Okay, yeah, just stop here, please. Can somebody tell me, are these patterns af'alani, af'aluna, afa'ilu? Is it patterns or anything coming out of af'alu? Okay, these are not patterns. It may appear like this, but this is actually
It is
dual
dual
version
and
of af'alu. Dual, yeah? This is jamu. This is musanna. This is jamu. Okay? And this is the plural of af'alu. Plural. Afailu. Plural. Afailu, plural. This can somebody tell me what kind of plural is it? What kind of plural is it?
غير سالم. سالم and غير سالم.
MashaAllah. Sister, explain please for others.
So af'aluna, the una pattern is like the Muslimuna pattern. So it falls into the salim kind of ism, which follow the sound patterns. And then the af'alun is the irregular
Broken
plural. Plural, yeah.
Broken plural, yeah.
Yeah.
Irregular is okay. Broken is commonly used. So this is broken plural, and they say the other one, af'aluna, is a sound plural. And you said jamu salim and jamu taksir or mukassir, I think both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly, fu'ala yani, dual musanna. This is fu'layayni. So this is a dual version of salim. Okay. Salim. This is dual. This is salim plural, and this is what? Feminine version.
Feminine.
One version. Okay, done. Okay, Alhamdulillah, may Allah really accept all our effort in understanding this Ismul Mustaq chapter. With that, Ustad, we'll move forward to the next lesson, inshallah, because MCQ is done, correct?
Yeah, we're finishing.
Mr. Selina, are you okay? Have you been able to follow everything, inshallah, so far?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
MashaAllah. You'll be very strong later, inshallah. Ustad, our next chapter is pretty easy chapter, inshallah.
And do you want to see if there's any questions before we move on? Or you're happy to move to the next lesson?
Yeah, if any question, please.
Last chance.
Well, it's going to
Ustad,
take.
could you give us example of fu'la, like another word?
It's difficult. We can search
Okay,
it.
yeah.
It will only come. There are a lot in the Quran, but
Yes.
Ula comes to mind.
huh?
Ula, as in
Ula
Ula first.
Ula could be this, but it is tafdil. Ula, unless I doubt it, but it may be. But there should be some other clear examples. I can't remember now. Unless there's no more.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's
We'll
okay.
find some
We'll
other
find it.
time.
We'll find it. Oh, you'd find it.
Yeah,
And
I
so,
think
and anything you find.
وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. That's the example I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you remember the surah reference?
الآخرة
خَيْرٌ
is
لَكَ
it
مِنَ الْأُولَى.
قد أفلحوا قد أفلحوا
I'll come back to you on that. It's on the short surahs.
It's on
خير
Surah Ala, Surah Ala.
الأعلى, yeah.
Can we look for it?
Yes, I shall go to Al-Qur'an app.
I'm going to start. Let me just see. Which surah do you think? Surah Ala, did you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Surah Ala.
Yeah.
Sabbi isma rabbikal a'la.
I think that's the one.
Which verse?
We'll find it.
It's
It's a short
the
surah.
last few verses.
Al-Ala.
No, إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى. This is not أولى. This
That's not
is
it, yeah.
not what you.
Because that's not comparative.
Okay. Yeah, but there are. I found. But at the moment, okay. If you find anyone find when you read, please share. Please share here. It will be good for you and good for others as well. But definitely, it's there. It's
maybe Alam Nashrah Lak.
which one? Surah name?
No.
Alam Nashrah. Okay.
Yeah, Nashr. What number is that?
That's 94. صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع اليسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. It's not there.
No.
What's
Okay.
the one before that? Duha, Surah Duha.
سورة الضحى والضحى والليل سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قال وللآخرة
Okay.
From 93.
It's in Surah Ala. Inna hadha lafi suhufin ula, suhufin ula.
Okay, this is same one.
This one.
Let's look at
This
this.
is A number 18.
No, this is the one.
Let's stop. Okay, let's investigate this one. Okay, and we will leave this.
This is
1 second.
Ayah 4.
Okay. Meaning wise, it is the first. Is there any kind of
There is no grammatical
intensity there?
Yeah.
Very subtle, maybe. But let's just look at this. This is how you confirm. They may say it, they may not say it as well. What we are looking for may not be there at all.
It's a good
من الأولى متعلقان بخير بخير بخير.
Yes, بخير.
It should be
خير.
خبر متعلق بالخبر. It should be.
بخير. It is متعلق with this. With this. You see my screen, right? Okay. So it's not saying anything about it. Can you see? For confirmation, I have got something. It is for module 3 students. A reference, alhamdulillah. I'll just check it now. It is Surah is 93 and 4. 1 second. This will give me the full morphology of the word. It is 93, 4. 93, 4. 93. Okay. Oh.
The reason I was considering it because al-akhiratu khayrun lak min
I think
and the hereafter is better than the first, meaning this life.
Oh, mean is there. It's definitely back to start. Tafdil. Tafdil does it. So it's definitely, it should be that to start. You're absolutely right. Now, awala means to return. Awala, okay, this is actually root form. Then the ism is awalun. And its feminine version is ula. And it also doesn't say it. One second. It is correct. It is correct. But it was not very clear like other examples you will have, but because of min alula bas khalas. This is confirmed. Okay, inshallah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Very, very nice.
MashaAllah.
Sorry, I didn't catch.
Okay. Right, Ustad, we need to go to the next lesson possibly.
Yes, please.
You know, this takes so much time searching.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to open the lesson, Ustad?
Yes.
Yes. You can start.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, we spent quite a few lessons on lesson 13.
When you were reading that surah, for example, on your own, following the meaning and the grammar, and when you know this is Ismut Tafdil, the meaning which will come out of your mouth will be slightly different than you didn't know this. That is the point here, inshallah. Okay. Next, Ustad.
Bismillah. So, lesson 14 is I'rabul Ism Al Mansubaat. So we know there are different i'rab. This one is focusing on Al Mansubaat. Alhamdulillah. Before I jump in, this is a special lesson. If you were to attend other courses out the internet, you'll struggle to find all the Mansubaat in one place. So this is first, before we jump in, I want you to appreciate this lesson. I appreciated it, so I'm sharing this. So sometimes we don't appreciate something until afterwards. So I'm giving you some notice in advance. There's something special here. Alhamdulillah. So here we learn there are 13 examples of the Arab ism, and 5 of them are called maf'ul. Only 5 of these are discussed in this chapter. What do you mean by mansubat? Alhamdulillah, as module 2 students, you know, it is often represented by fatha or mahalli, meaning in the state of mansub. So there are sometimes due to mabni, it could still be mansub. So, but module 2 students, this is the expectation. First one is maf'ulun bihi. I'm sorry, Dr. Mahmoud, before I jump into the lesson, do you want to cover it in a particular way? I don't think I have the MCQ for this. Yeah, first one, maf'ul bihi, one we're very familiar with, alhamdulillah. As we know how maf'ul bihi works. The example we have here is كتب الطالب الدرس. So as we know, we have here فعل, فاعل, مفعول. The كتب being the فعل, الطالب with the dhamma is the fa'il, and ad-darsa is the maf'ul bihi, with indicated by the fatha at the end, which is in the state of mansub. So that's the first example. Next one is maf'ul mutlaq. So you may not be familiar with this, some of you. This is an absolute object emphasizing on the action of the verb. And it's usually derived from the root verb. Now, the example we have here is قرأت القرآن. قرأت القرآنة. So, what the meaning is, it doesn't really translate properly, but I read.
So the example
Quran.
is قرأت القرية.
Afwan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
قرأت قراءة. That makes more sense.
قراءة.
قرأت القراءة. I read the قراءة in English. Reading is one example, or to make more sense the text, you could say. I read the reading would be the literal translation. قرأت القراءة.
Yeah.
And here, as you can see, the maf'ul mutlaq qira'ata is in the state of mansub, indicated by the fatha on the ta. Naam.
Yeah.
Next one is maf'ul fihi, another one we should be familiar with, alhamdulillah. This is known as circumstantial object, specifying the time of or place of the action. And as we've learned before, it answers the question to when or where. And the example we have here is نام الطفل في السرير. نام الطفل في السرير. Here, as we know with مفعول فيه, we have sariri ending with a kasra at the end. That is for the fee. Okay, so we know that it is in the state of mansub.
محلي. Yeah.
محلي محلي منصوب.
نسبين or منصوب.
محلي نسبين. نعم، جزاك الله خير. Next example is مفعول له. Again, a term we should be familiar with. We covered this a long time ago. This is the object where the action is done. مفعول له, the action is done upon it. And answer the question, for whom? If you remember back to the earlier lessons, for whom, when we can ask the question for whom, and this answers it. The example we have for this one is كتبت رسالة لصديقي. كتبت رسالة لصديقي. Now, let's see, if we look at this example, I wrote the letter for my friend. كتبت, I wrote. لصديقي is for my friend. رسالة is the letter. So this is in the state of mansub. Well, if you ask the question for whom, لصديقي. نعم. It's like that answers the question for whom, لصديقي. Next example, we have مفعول معه. مفعول معه. This object is used to indicate accompaniment or association. And this one answers the question with whom, ma'a. Naam, ma'a means with, right? So it answers the question with whom or with what. The example we have, جاء زيد بكتابه. جاء زيد بكتابه. Zaid came with his book. So question would be with whom or with what. Here is a book, so with what? So that's the answer here. If you ask that question with what, bikitabihi is the answer, with his book. Now, so again, because of the B, we have harf jar, but in the state of nasab. So these are the 5 out of the 13 we want to cover in this lesson. So we're familiar with these, but the beauty of this lesson is bringing them together, the mansubat together. The term ismu maf'ul would correspond to none of the types of maf'ul mentioned earlier.
This part, this
No.
paragraph onward, it is very important. Pay attention, because we are now introducing you 5 types of maf'ul, and remember, they're not ismul maf'ul. There is a difference which Brother Sadiq is now explaining. Pay attention. You need to distinguish them, otherwise you will get mixed
Maybe
up.
we should have asked the question, Dr. Muhammad. Is there a difference between maf'ul and ismi maf'ul? Does anyone know? Let's see.
We'll study that here. Okay.
So far, we've been learning about ism maf'ul. No one told us
Yeah.
anything different.
But you already learned maf'ul before. Maf'ul bihi.
Yes, we learned maf'ul and maf'ul bihi, but you said they're not ismu maf'ul. So what are they?
And you learned ismul maf'ul as well. Now we are showing the differences. Okay,
Yeah.
we understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So this will explain it. We'll go over this for
Mhm.
if it's new to you, inshallah. So alhamdulillah, we cover some terminology we're already familiar with. Now with something new to learn for some of us. So the term ismu maf'ul, as I've said, would correspond to none of the types of maf'ul mentioned earlier. Okay, that's the first part to remember. Ismu maf'ul does not correspond to the general maf'ul that we've mentioned. As those types of verbs, i.e. direct object or circumstantial object, etc. Whereas ismu maf'ul is a noun derived from a verb and represents the receiver of an action in a passive construction. So I'll repeat that before I go to the example. So ismu maf'ul is a noun noun form derived from a verb and represents the receiver of an action in a passive construction. Okay, let's go into this. So the terms maf'ulun, maf'ul, and ismu maf'ul have distinct meanings. We know that maf'ul is related to the verb and can be translated as object. We've seen the examples. Fi'l, fa'il, maf'ul, the action is done upon the object. So we're familiar with this, alhamdulillah. So if we say, I read the book, we know the book is the object, the action being done upon, i.e. the reading is happening upon the book. The action is being done on the book. So that's the maf'ul. Whereas ismul maf'ul, this is the grammatical term used to describe a type of noun in Arabic. So this is the bit you have to pay attention to. It is derived from a verb to indicate one who has received the action or on whom the action of the verb has been done. So it's a bit complicated, but it touches on some patterns we learned previously. I'll repeat that again. Ismu maf'ul is derived from a verb to indicate the one who has received the action or whom the action of the verb is done. And we'll show you an example now. So we've heard of the term allama, to teach. So ismu maf'ul would be taught, mu'allamun, which can be used to describe someone who has been taught. Okay? So allama is teach, to teach. The one who teaches is allama. Now, sorry, allama means to teach, mu'allimun,
To taught.
so mu'allamun is taught. So if you think about the word mu'allimun is the teacher. See how they will connected? So yeah.
You know, you learn the pattern, mu'allimun, mu'allamun. The one who receives the action. Teacher teaches, mu'allimun teaches. Who does he teach? He teaches mu'allamun, the one who is being taught. Okay, now the key here, the secret here, and follow this easily from here. Ismul maf'ul. This is the root verb. This is the affected verb. And it is from the same verb. Allama, allimu, etc., etc. Mu'allamun. So verb, it is clearly derived from this. Ismul maf'ul, derived from a verb. It is an ism. It is derived from a verb. That's typical, that stands. But what is happening on the first one? Maf'ul. Book is a specific word, which is an ism. This is a maf'ul here, object. To answer the question, what or whom? I read the book. I read the book. What do I read? The book. This word, Arabic word, is different word. Do you notice that? There is no relationship. I eat rice. I eat rice. Eat is a one word. Rice is a different word. Rice is the object here, maf'ul here, not ismul maf'ul. Ismul maf'ul will come out from the same verb. From allama verb, mu'allamun came out, ismul maf'ul. But I read the book, when we say it, book and read, they're two different words, no connection. Do you notice the difference? This is the key. This, if you get this, no other problem here. Okay? Ustad, you can carry on. Is this page finished?
If I agree, in the terms of definition, does anyone have any questions?
You already know that, so we are just reminding you.
This is more a reminder.
Maf'ul,
We've seen these.
Maf'ul, the two words will not have any derivative connection. One hasn't come out of another one, but ismul maf'ul, the ismul maf'ul one will come out from another verb in the same sentence. I mean, that verb may not appear here, but its root is connected to similar verb. But I read the book and many others, and we will see a lot of examples in a minute. There will not be any connection in just maf'ul. Okay? With examples, it will be much clearer. Don't worry.
Yes, inshallah.
Okay.
And there's a key point here I'm highlighting. It functions in a sentence as a noun or an adjective. That's a key point to remember.
Yeah.
Let's go to below the examples. Let me clear the screen. Oh, cool. So, alhamdulillah, we have some examples. Well, let's learn the difference between fa'il and ismu fa'il and maf'ul and ismu maf'ul. So we have fa'il here, terms we are familiar with. Hamid and nasara huwa hamidan. That's the first sentence. So he helped. Nasara means it referred to he. He helped Hamid. Hamid, right? That's the translation.
Has
Nasara,
Hamidan the word come out of Nasara? Or Hamida is an independent entity? What is the answer?
Independent.
Independent. Now, if we look at the next one here, Katabattu alibu ad-darsa. Where has ad-darsa come from? Darasa verb.
The verb, yeah.
Okay. Okay, carry on, inshallah, sir.
So I don't think we need to go through each one, but we can come back to them for later, inshallah, if need to be. For ismu fa'il, we have nasara, which is the verb. Nasara, he helped. From that comes nasirun. Nasirun, the one who helps. Likewise, kafara means he denied, and
is disbelief.
Kafirun, is a disbeliever, meaning we know it's same. Kafirun comes from kafara. Now,
Ismu maf'ul in passive. And
what's this?
Ismu maf'ul is in passive.
Passive principle, not in passive. Its name is passive participle. It's not passive, okay? Active participle ismul fa'il. Passive participle ismul maf'ul. That's the name, okay? No passive meaning. It's English name, okay?
So if we look at al-jawabu maktubun. Now, al-jawabu maktubu, no relationship. Al-babu maghluqun. So again, the door is closed. There's no relation.
Maktubun is written. The answer is written. Al-jawabu maktubun, written. Okay? Written on something that has received the action from kataba. Kataba, yaktubu, katibun, etc. And then maktubun. Ismul maf'ul. Ismul maf'ul because it has come out of kataban. But if you look at the others, okay, the example I gave you earlier, that was not right. That is maf'ul. Okay, that's maf'ul, and we will not consider it that way. This is not a maf'ul pattern of usual. This is individual like book. Okay, I hope it's clear.
This is easy because we just look at the pattern. Fa'ilun nasirun, fa'ilun kafirun. Likewise, maf'ulun maktubun, maf'ulun maghluqun. Easy patterns that we're familiar with.
Okay, look at the example now, inshallah.
So for direct object, which answers what, who, whom, we're talking about maf'ulun bihi here. خلق الله السماوات والأرض. Again, خلق السماوات والأرض. Let's focus on the i'rab. Allah created the heaven and the earth. Now I'm going to make this a bit more interactive because I know students are familiar with this. خلق الله السماوات والأرض. What's happening here? We're looking at direct object. Students.
Yeah.
Yep. What's it?
Allah has created heaven and earth.
Yep.
Yes.
What's happening here? خلق is the fi'l. Yep, the fi'l.
Allah has created, yeah.
Yeah.
Allah is the outside doer. Yeah.
Outside doer, yes.
And as-samawati and wal ard are maf'ul, the objects. And samawati is in the status of fi mahal mansub.
Yeah, so to make it easy, when we see fi'il, fa'il, maf'ul, na'am, you're right. Why, elaborate further. Why is it ending with a kasra as rather than a fatha, mansub?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is feminine and for the ease of pronunciation, I think.
Anyone else?
This is the Muslim chart pattern. That's it. Feminine.
I was hoping to hear that from them, Dr. Mahmoud.
Muslim chart. They all know that, yeah.
Okay. And just clarification, wa is not part of the maf'ul. Okay, this is which is why it's not read. Or as-samawati, al-arda, both of these are maf'ulun bihi. Okay, and they are both in the state of nasb. And as you said, this as-samawati, because it's from the Muslim chart, feminine, is in a kasra, but is in the state of nasb. Okay. Next one, please. وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. This is straightforward. Say Tamara.
Yeah, khatala. Jaluta is the direct object. Dawood killed Jalut. So Jalut is the object and it receives a fatha.
Mansub status.
Indicating that it's in a state of nasb.
Mansub, yeah.
Mansub. And why does Dawood have a dhamma?
Because the outside doer always has a dhamma.
Inshallah.
Not
Excellent. Good.
outside word, it's external file.
Excuse
External
me,
file, that's
sir.
fine. We know what,
We all need to know what terminology is being used in other places. We have to accept. That's why sometimes you will say, I use 2, 3 different versions. Don't say no, because that is correct. In many regions, it says that. Even other name, hidden file, internal file, outside file, all this. So you have to know this, okay? Even there are Arabic terms as well for this, Zahir. And another one is hidden one. But now.
yeah. If as long as the meaning is sound,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Outside file.
Akhafa. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Okay.
And let's move to absolute object. So here we're talking about maf'ulun mutlaqun. This is masdar, as just as a reminder. And we're expecting fathatain. Who wants to do the first example? Break it down, please. Sister Lubna.
So وكل شيء فصلناه تفصيلا. Explain everything in detail.
We have explained everything in detail. Break it down. What's happening here?
Blow it up a bit to start.
Okay.
Zoom in.
Everything.
كل شيء
كل
فصلناه
شيء is
تفصيلا.
yeah. كل شيء is فصلناه is
We fasalna, we have explained who it. Yeah.
explained.
We explain everything. We explained it.
Yeah.
Explained it
Tafsilan.
in detail. So tafsila
Tafsila is in detail.
mutlaq object, absolute object.
Okay. Now let me talk on this because you'll never forget what I heard. Something to remember to explain maf'ul mutlaq. Now, 3 things you need to remember. Number 1 thing is the mutlaq ism, which is maf'ul mutlaq ism. That ism will come out of the verb in the sentence, same sentence. To give emphasis. What kind of emphasis? I have to use some day-to-day spoken words. For example, we say, हमने ऐसे खाया खाने की तरह खाया আমি এমন খেয়েছি একবারে খাওয়ার মতো খেয়েছি मैंने ऐसे मारा मारने की तरह मार दिया उसको तो can you see ऐसे मारा मारने के लिए मारा I'm trying to explain my Urdu.
We have this in English.
Okay. Now you have to take it in that way. Means it's happening in a way, extreme way. So you read it like reading. You read it like beautiful reading. That kind of expression is in mutlaq, and it is used a lot. And you will see the word. You will see this is the verb. Fassala. Okay, can you?
Fassala.
Fassala, and then can you see maf'ul mutlaq came from the word fassala. This is how this structure. This is the easiest one, is a common one, and interesting one. Now, someone else should do the next one, Ustad.
Sister Selena, would you like to have a go? فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا.
فسوف يحاسب
حسابا يسيرا. حسابا يسيرا.
Okay, Ustad, just call it hisaban yasiran for now. Okay.
Hisaran.
Okay. So now look at the meaning, sister, inshallah. Sawfa means soon.
Yeah.
Soon. So his account was taken by an easy reckoning.
Yuhasibu.
I had a question
Would she,
about
would she,
Ismul
would she finish?
Maf'ul.
Would she finish the answer, sister? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sister Selina.
His account will be taken by an easy reckoning.
Yeah, that's the meaning. Okay, now let's look at yuhasabu. What is the root verb of that?
Hasaba.
Sabah.
Sabah.
Which
The three
form?
letter.
Is it form
three-
1 or form 3?
Form,
Form 1.
Form 1. Very good. Any other answer?
Yeah, it's from Hasaba.
Hasaba.
Hasaba. Yuhasibu.
Which form is it?
Form
Is it
1.
the- is it form
Fa'ala.
1? Because there's an alif at the end before.
Fa'ala. Think about it.
Tell
Is
us.
it form 3?
Form 3. This is form 3. This is not form
Yes.
1. Hasibu. Hasibu, that's why it's yuhasabu. If it was just
The original word is Hasiba, isn't it? Hasiba.
yeah, hasiba.
No, that's
Okay.
form 1. That's a different word.
Okay.
Form 1,
So you-
yahsabu. It will be yahsabu. But because it's form 3, you hasabu. Okay, now he will yuhasabu. He will take into account. Allah will do the account. Okay, Allah will do the account. Hisaban, like hisaban, the proper accounting he will do. That, think about, I said before, I had a party and I ate like proper eating. It's like that. Allah will take the accounts like a proper account, means in detail, and yasira is easy. That is a different meaning. Let's not look into this. Mainly, yuhasabu hisaban. This is maf'ul mutlaq. Is that understood?
Yeah.
Sister Selina, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Others you understood as well. So can you see the pattern? This is in mansub. If it is singular word, most maf'ul would be fathatain. What did I say? Fathatain, most of them. Look at this. Look at this. If it is singular, they all will be fathatain. Here, these are plural. That's why you cannot see. But otherwise, all maf'ul. There are two other ism which will be always in the fathatain. What are they? Can somebody remember? Ismul. Ismul hal. Ismul tamiz. Okay, no worry. But they are not maf'ul, remember. Okay, they are different entity. Yeah, Ustad, you can continue, inshallah.
I just want to see how much we got left. All right.
Yeah.
Good. We'll finish with these three more, inshallah. I'm just conscious of time. Next one is object for time and place. Maf'ulun fihi. Brother Muhammad, do you want to do the first one? Object for time and place. Maf'ulun fihi. Muhammad, you're on mute.
Oh, Brother Muhammad just sent a message. Just
sorry, I didn't see.
For a few minutes, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Sister Humaira can do.
Yes, Sister Humaira, please.
Yeah. So yeah, object for time and place, which is called maf'ul fihi. Sayalamuna ghadan.
Yep.
Soon they will know. Sa means soon, so soon they will know tomorrow. So it is in fatatain state or mansub state, you can say.
Yeah. and indicating
Yeah, and also
time.
it is talking about the time. So it is object of time.
Yes.
Exactly right. Excellent. Good.
فيه.
Sister Lubna?
Yeah. ويدخلكم مدخلا كريما.
نعم. وندخلكم مدخلا كريما.
وندخلكم مدخلا كريما.
ندخلكم.
خلكم okay. وندخلكم مدخلا كريما. And they will enter with honorable place in eternity.
Yeah.
So this like
the topic is object for time and place.
The object is in time and place for the, they will enter the place with honor and honorable place in eternity. I mean, it's like you're telling about future that they will enter like that.
Okay.
So here, what we're looking at, again, what's been highlighted in red, mudkhalan.
So, mudkhala is like object of the, and Kariman is
the place.
Is
so
the place.
Here, so if you look at the meaning, وَنُدْخِلْكُمْ, and we will enter them, if I can translate it simply, we will enter them. So mudkhalan is the place. Naam. Kariman is honorable.
Yeah, place of entry.
Nudkhalakum is the place, and with their honorable eternity.
No.
Yeah. So this is the place of entry. So, and it's related to nudkhilkum. Can you see the relationship?
Yeah.
Dakhala is in nudkhilkum. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Al khaf lam.
Dakhala,
yeah. Right? And again, dakhala is in this one. They're related. Naam. Yeah. So this is object of place.
Place.
So entry
Time
place
and
now.
place.
But also they both have the same root. Dakhala, dakhala. Same root word.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's it.
Yeah, just extra discussion, a reminder, you already know about this. Nudkhilkum. Who can tell us the breakdown of that in grammatical way, please? Nudkhilkum. Sister Selina?
Sorry, what did you say?
Which verb it has come out of? There are two verbs possible, dakhala or adkhala. Which one it is? Dakhala, mudari would be?
Yudkhil.
Dakhala yadkhulu. Dakhala yadkhulu. And is it?
Dakhala means he entered, naam. Whereas adkhala has a different meaning. If you can remember. Remember how we translated it?
On 4?
Yeah, that's 4.
Adkhala. Adkhala.
Because it is causative, made to enter.
Yeah. So this is form 1, and this is form 4. Positive. Made. I caused. I made him enter. I shall. This is Budario. I shall let you. Maf'ul bihi here. This is maf'ul bihi. You understand, everyone? Okay. Adkhala yudkhilu. Yudkhilu. Yudkhilane, yudkhuluna, etc. Going down up to 13 siga. Adkhila, nudkhila. Udkhila, nudkhila. So that nudkhila is here. So remember, dakhala yadkhulu. Remember, I learned it when I was studying. And
Nudkhulu is we.
Is we, yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
We
and
now.
look at the pattern. I memorized it. That's what's coming. Dakhala yadkhulu. Adkhala yudkhilu. Memorized it. That's why it's there. Alhamdulillah. So looking at nudkhil, by looking at this, you should know, inshallah. If you remember dakhala yadkhulu and adkhala yudkhilu, that is khulu yadkhulu for dakhala, and for adkhala it is yudkhilu. And then, you know, this way it will be okay, fine. Yeah, so this is okay, Ustad. Yeah, next one.
There's a note here for your benefit as well. Nouns of time will be can be laylan, naharan, yawman, masa'an. So laylan is night, naharan is day, yawman is also day, masa'an is evening. And the nouns of place can be fawqa, tahta, inda, lada, amama, wara. So just for your benefit there. Object for expressing purpose and reason, maf'ulun lahu. So who's taking this one? Brother Muhammad, are you back?
Yeah. Now,
Going to the first one. Let me clear the screen.
object of expressing purpose or reason, maf'ul lahu, is that the one?
This one, please.
Baddalu ni'matallahi kufran. They exchanged Allah's favor for disbelief. Baddallahu ni'mata.
Object for expressing purpose or reason.
Yes, ni'mata, Allah's favor.
Kufran.
Kufr.
Kufran
For disbelief.
Baddalu
is
yeah.
the maf'ulillahu. Because
Correct,
of
yeah.
disbelief, because of reason, purpose. They
Yeah.
baddalu, baddala, baddalu. They exchanged. Badal, change, exchange.
Yeah.
Baddalu. Ni'mata, what? Ni'mata, maf'ul bihi. Ni'mata, they exchanged. Ni'matallahi, Allah's ni'mah. Blessing, they have exchanged.
Yeah.
For what?
For
For
Disbelief.
So which one is the
Kufran.
maf'ulillahu?
Kufran.
You cannot say ni'mata or anything else as maf'ulillahu, because maf'ulillahu looks very special. Singular word will be fathatain without any exception.
Yeah.
Okay?
So there are two maf'uls in this sentence?
There are two maf'ul, one is maf'ul bihi, one is maf'ulillahu. Yes. Okay?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Just on the top, you know, number 3, maf'ul fihi, mudkhalan kariman. What is the relationship between kariman and mudkhalan? Very quickly.
Sifa Mawsuf.
Sifa Mawsuf, everybody remember that. Okay, carry on, Ustad. Number 2 example of number 4.
Second example.
Second example.
Sister Jamila. Auntie Mawjuda. Are you there, Sister Jamila? Okay, we'll move on. Who hasn't had a go yet?
Walahum ri'an nas.
Mm-hmm.
They spend their wealth to be seen by people. They spend their wealth to be seen by people. Ri'a is the reason.
No, that's the reason here. So that's straightforward. ينفقون أموالهم. They spend their wealth. رئاء الناس.
Yeah, ri'an nas. Ri'a
Seen
nas.
by the people now.
Special letter, if it comes at the end, you may not see the fine.
Is that Dr. Mahmoud?
So, maf'ulillahu, yeah.
Yeah, ri'an nas is maf'ul lahu, yeah.
Oh, number 5, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Question?
Object for denoting meaning of which.
Shall we move to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you go to
object
the
for,
next one, Ustad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ustad, for everybody's information, only in the whole Quran, mafule ma'ahu is used once, according to my research, but I have been told there are 2 examples in Quran, and we managed, alhamdulillah, we managed to get the second one. I was holding on one for a long time on the second one. So don't worry too much about explanation. Get this. I'm walking through the street, and I'm looking at the sky, and I can see the moon is following me. Does it happen to you sometime?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 things to simultaneously, 2 subjects doing the same together. You heard Sadi mention Zaidun came along with Karim. Zaidun and Karim came together. This is ma'ahu, meaning. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in Arabic, say, don't worry. Think about. Look at this example. Fa'ajmi'u, this is Amr, remember? Okay, Jama, ijmi, the plural, because of fa,
Ajmi'u.
it is now ajmi'u, amrakum, your matter.
Wa shukrakum.
Wa
Shuraka.
shuraka. Wa shuraka. So look at this, it's not Shuraka'akum. Now, it's not very easy to really interpret this. That's why I said, don't worry too much. The best example is Zaid came along with Karim. He came with the book. This is
We lost you, Dr. Mahmoud.
Is Dr. Mahmoud, it was my connection. So yeah, I just summarize.
This is not what Ma'ahu means. So people have kind of forced these examples, at least near to Ma'ahu. So can I just say, ignore mine? You have to know the 5th one is Ma'ahu, which means 2 things to happen together, 2 subjects doing together. That's it. Okay. And there's no point of discussing these 2 examples. It's not really a simple ma'ahu meaning. What is very important, Ustad, in this full page. Full page, Ustad.
Full page, yeah.
You're breaking up a bit, Dr. Mahmoud.
Huh?
You're breaking up a bit.
Yeah, full screen of this.
Let me zoom out. One second.
Yeah, can you display full page?
What is the takeout of this today? You have to memorize these 5 meanings. What 5 names? What are these? Tell me, all of you, just finish it with this. First one is mafule.
Bihi. Maful bihi.
Yeah.
Al-maful mutlaq.
Hide it.
Maful mutlaq, maful fihi.
Okay, in order. Fihi mutlaq. Fihi lahu ma'ahu. Bihi
lahu ma'ahu.
No. Bihi mutlaq. Fihi lahu ma'ahu. Shelina, Sister Shelina.
Bihi mutlaq. Fihi lahu ma'ahu.
Maful bihi, maful mutlaq, maful bihi, maful lahu, maful mahu.
Mahu. Sister Selina, from the bottom. Maful mahu will mean what? To indicate?
It means 2 things occurring at the same time.
Happen together. With. Okay?
With.
Okay. The next one for the bottom is mafule lahu. What does it mean?
For reason. Purpose for
reason.
Object for
Reason.
express.
Reason.
For whom or for what means why. Why? Lahu means reason.
Reason.
Okay. And the one at the after that is mafule
Time and place. Maf'ul
fihi.
Fihi.
Fihi. Sister
Maf'ul
Suja?
fihi.
Object.
Maf'ul
Correct.
fihi is time and place. Object, time and place. And
Maf'ul
maf'ul
Number two.
mutlaq
To
is absolute.
object.
It's emphasizing.
yeah, and it will come out of a verb in the
A
same
verb.
line.
A verb.
You
in the same
understand, right?
line.
It will be similar connection. And the first one is maf'ul bihi, to indicate what?
The object.
Object. You know this direct object, absolutely don't worry about this because in reality it doesn't work. So there are names there. You have to remember bihi means what and whom. Fihi means time and place. Mutlaq means emphasis. Okay?
Yeah.
And lahu means reason. And ma'ahu means
Two things.
With
someone else, something else. Two things to happen together. This is the summary of this. And these will show up as a singular word always on dhamma, fatha, tanwin, and they are different to ismul fa'il. Ismul fa'il means what? What's that? Blow up the top section. Enlarge the top part again.
1 second.
Make sure all of you ever make mistake in identifying an ismul fa'il and ismul maf'ul. It took me a very, very long time to distinguish this. Fa'il and ismul fa'il to distinguish. Maf'ul and ismul maf'ul to distinguish. These five maf'ul we studied together is maf'ul. They are not ismul maf'ul. Okay? With that, Ustad, we can conclude. And first thing we'll do next class, going to MCQ and a little bit to catch up on this, inshallah.
Inshallah. Good.
Ustad, I had a question.
Yes, please. Yes, sorry.
It's for the Ismul for the Maf'ul Mutlaq and
Yes,
Ismul Maf'ul.
yes.
Since they are both nouns and they are related to verbs, Ismul Mutlaq is still not considered Ism Maf'ul.
No, because Ismul Maf'ul will not give emphasis like marne ke tarah mara. You think about this. Everyone, this English translation doesn't say that. It is an emphasis on the action, Maf'ul Mutlaq. So, sister, Ismul Maf'ul doesn't give any emphasis, but Mutlaq gives emphasis. Although it's coming out of the same verb. This is a huge difference.
The English translation doesn't do justice.
Like English translation, you
Maf'ul
can
bihi
say
is direct object, right?
Shall I say again?
I mean, maf'ul bihi is direct object.
Maf'ul bihi is direct object. Direct object, you say or not, doesn't matter. You have to remember what, who, whom. Answering this question.
Anything else? We can conclude today, inshallah.
Maf'ul Mutlaq would be like, I beat him a real beating.
Exactly.
MashaAllah.
You know, so like that.
Can I hear from you? Polish up my one. मैं उसको मारने की तरह मारा. You say it, please. Correct.
So you want me to say it in English?
Urdu, please.
Yeah, but although Dr. Mahmood, you
One
say...
second, let me hear from her, please.
मैंने उसे खूब मारने की तरह मारा.
माशाअल्लाह.
नहीं मरने के लिए मारा.
मरने के लिए नहीं, दो लाहू हो जाएगा.
No.
मरने के लिए तो मफूल लाहू हो जाएगा ना, रीजन हो जाएगा. मरने के तेरा, something like that. Okay.
नहीं तो नहीं तो like it's like a मारने के लिए मारा just to सिर्फ
Yeah, but
थोड़ा
that's a
सा
different,
मारने के लिए
that's a different word.
it's like a slightly different
मारने के
word.
लिए मारा. That's a different word. मारने के लिए मारा. He's trying to emphasize the word.
In Urdu, it will be
मारने
मैंने उसे मारा, खूब मारा.
खूब
मैंने उसे मारा, खूब मारा.
बहुत मारा. That's it.
Yeah.
So that
But it
kind of
doesn't-
emphasis is mutlaq.
It doesn't say though in English that way.
English, forget it.
Yeah, you can't.
We
this
are
was
not
lost in
translating in the
English.
middle, learning the language, and we'll do this direct in Arabic, inshallah. And in the middle, our mother tongue is there, which
You
also helps.
you said you had an example. I read it like beautiful reading.
Yeah, this is fine, good. পড়ার মতো পড়েছি আমি, খাওয়ার মতো খেয়েছি. You know, that type of mutlaq meaning.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah, it's lost in
Inshallah.
English, unfortunately. Okay.
That is your language, Ustad Sadiq. Okay. We are trilingual.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything helps. Okay, Ustad.
We can conclude, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Yeah, if you can just go over this lesson as usual. So you know, we'd have to come back to it because last thing we wanted to do is go through this. Then next week we've forgotten.
No.
Especially if you know, if it's not strong. So please do go over it. Use the WhatsApp group as usual. Ask questions. So, because what we want to do when we come next week is we want to make sure that we've understood it and so we can move on.
Ustad,
Once again, yes.
I just wanted to say
Yes.
one last thing is that Ustad was explaining absolute object, and he was about to explain that there's 3 rules for mutlaq. There was 3 rules, and one of the rules is that
Mutlaq.
it came from verb to give emphasis. That was number 1. But was there 2 more rules to go with that?
Similar, like hat and bin, like any other
okay.
rule. Okay, and the third one is emphasis. How it would look like? Emphasis. Meaning is emphasis. And it will come out of a verb. Thank you. I mean, it looks like you are very organized, mashallah. Mashallah. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's actually covered here.
I'm just feeling so sorry for others. Many are absent today. And if they miss this discussion, I'm worried, you know, how the problem. Okay.
Inshallah, they'll catch up with the recording. Okay, barakallahu feekum, everyone. Jazakumullah for your attention. Hope you benefited. Keep us in your dua and please encourage others to attend as well. Barakallahu feekum. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام. جزاك الله.
بارك الله فيكم.